Hello again. I'm here to go over question number 15. So on question number 15, they gave us the function f of x equals 1 over x squared plus 9. They asked us to evaluate the improper integral from 3 to infinity of f of x dx, or show that the integral diverges. So when we go to evaluate this, you needed to realize that the derivative of this function was 1/3 arctan x over 3. And that's where some of you fell short. Okay, but anyway, when you're evaluating this, you need to make a go to infinity, the integral 3 to a. So then we get the limit as a goes to infinity. Yes, you need to keep copying limit, okay? And so when I evaluate this, I get 1/3 arctan x over 3. And my bounds of integration are from 3 to a, as a goes to infinity. So that gives me the limit as a goes to infinity of 1/3 arctan a over 3 minus 1/3 arctan 1. Well, arctan of 1, you ask yourself, between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2, where does tangent take on the value of 1? That would be pi over 4. Then you need to picture the arctan graph. The arctan graph has a horizontal asymptote at pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. You do need to have this graph memorized for all of mathematics. So the limit, okay, is going to be 1/3 times pi over 2. So I get 1/3 times pi over 2 minus 1/3 times pi over 4. You could just leave the answer like that. No need to simplify. Okay, so it converges. If you want to get the final answer, feel free. It's pi over 12, but you're not going to get any extra points for doing that. Question B is asking us about the series f of n from n equals 3 to infinity, okay, of the series 1 over n squared plus 9. So what you would say, all right, and you need to memorize what to say here. Since f of x, a lot of you wrote f of n. So since f of x is continuous, positive, and decreasing, and the integral from 3 to infinity of 1 over x squared plus 9 dx is equal to pi over 12, or you could just import your previous answer, or you could just say it converges. The series, so you have to, it's your job to communicate. This is what gets kids on the AP exam. It's not so much the mathematical process as it is that they have trouble communicating the math. Converges by the integral test. Okay, nice smooth transition from A to B. Question C, they're asking us about whether or not the series converges, okay, absolutely or conditionally. So the series was n squared plus 9 over e to the n. Okay? So if you do the ratio test without the negative, okay, they had an alternator. They had negative 1 to the n. So you can just get rid of the alternator and use the ratio test. So I got the limit as n goes to infinity. Remember, you're going to replace n with n plus 1. So I have to get the ratio of this divided by n squared plus 9 over e to the n. So I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So this came out to be the limit as n goes to infinity of n squared plus 2n plus 10 over e times n squared plus 9. So you could distribute the e if you want. I guess it's easier to see that way. N squared plus 2n plus 10. And remember, no nerd feels especially proud loving calculus. So this is what you're going to focus on, the coefficient of that, which is just 1 over e, which is less than 1. So because the ratio test gives you a ratio that's less than 1, that means it converges everywhere, and it converges absolutely. Okay, so therefore the series converges absolutely. So remember, if it converges with the absence of the alternator, it converges absolutely. If it converges with just the presence of the alternator, then it would converge conditionally, because it's conditional upon the presence of the alternator. Thank you. Bye.